if you're on a service-based business, then you likely know that quoting sucks, customer follow-up sucks, trying to do all of the computer stuff after a long day's work or after trying to figure out how to find customers, it all sucks. So in this video, we're going to go through how to automate absolutely everything from finding customers, automating the quoting process so your customers quote themselves, to automated follow-up in emails and text messages, to automated booking, all the way through to having the job done and then automated follow-up to get reviews and everything from that. This is a whole automated process so that you can focus on the important things like growing your business, taking care of your trades, materials, all of the little bits and pieces that you need to actually focus on as opposed to trying to find customers all the time. We're going to sort that out. We're going to automate that right now. So if you don't know who I am, by the way, my name is Jake. I run a trade business of myself to this day, where my main goal was to automate absolutely everything. So for the past 10 years, I have been figuring out how to actually do this, all the way from finding customers, learning how to use social media to bring in customers consistently without doing anything, all the way through to all of the automation that I'm about to show you. So I'm super excited to jump into this, show you how to do it so that you too can automate your trade business and get some of your life back. So let's jump in. Okay, so we're going to go through how to automate your quoting and your customer follow-up in your trade business. The first thing we're going to do with our automated quoting is if we use ads and a funnel on social media to actually send our clients over to our landing page. This is where we're going to attract them, so on and so forth. We'll have another video on that, how to actually build these. But this is basically going to prompt them to get a quote, right? Once they click this get a quote button, it's going to take them through to a form. Now this form basically is going to be like a little subway menu. We have all the different variables. I know there are some like single story, double story, those things are necessary, but basically what you want to do is break down the actual service. So if it's a light fitting, say, you're going to be like, is it a brand new install? Do you need a new switch? Or is it going on an existing switch? Or is it a changeover of a light fitting, or are you doing like like a fan or whatever? Then we've got the single story, double story, then we've got like where are you located, all of these things. Now each of these pieces here, they all have a little price attached to them. So say this one here, your base price is $180. This isn't exactly your base price because with a little bit of math we'll have to figure that out, but each of these variables are going to add up. Like they have to select these variables. So say the single story is still the 180, you don't have to worry about it. The double story is you need to go out on site, but roughly it's going to cost an extra $200. So we add that over to this one. And over here we've got, say, what have we got? Like the light on a new switch. So 180 is for a changeover. If it's going on a new switch, that's going to actually bump this up to 380. So we need to add an extra $200. And then basically what's going to happen is like they can't see these prices. They just select each of the ones that they want. And then it adds up a little price down here with a little formula. And then after they go through all of this, what's going to happen is they are going to be sent across, pardon me, they're going to be sent across to the next area where it says, where can we send your quote? Give us your email, your name, your last name, phone number. The way I get phone numbers is I say, give us your phone number and we'll give you an extra 10% discount. The best bit about this is you get their phone number so you can follow up with them with text message as well. Following up with text message is really good because people open text messages more than they do emails. But basically now we have their contact information, their email address, but some people don't like to put their phone number, so that's why we offer that 10%. And then the people that do like to put their phone number, we'll chuck it in. We don't want to lose customers over just that. Anyway, after they click on that, then they're going to be sent through to a little thank you page that's going to say, hey, thank you. Here is like all the information sent to this email address, so on and so forth. We can go through how to actually make these in depth. But then basically what's going to happen is it's going to have their price and so on and so forth. And it's going to say open PDF because the form builder is going to build out a PDF so it looks like a real quote. And it's also going to tell them that it's been sent to their email. The best bit after all of this is, now that they've got this quote, the next button you're going to have here is book your install. Like, are you ready? Book your install. If you want them to start booking like even faster, then say like we'll throw in an additional switchboard check, or we'll throw in another 10% discount or something if you book today, just to try and get those customers to convert instantly. After that, they're going to go off and do their own thing, but basically now you have their email address, so we can follow up with them in their inbox. hey, what's up? And we'll go through what you would actually put in here. But we're not trying to sell them really in the inbox. We're trying to educate them. So we'll say, check out this install that we did for this customer with obviously a light fitting, right? Like they want to see light fittings, so we're going to show them this is the install that we did for this customer. And then it's going to say the next one would be something like, hey, check out our guys on site, look what they did, and have like a little video maybe of you guys on site. Just basically sending them all these different things each day. So we're going to wait one day in between here, wait one day in between here. Then maybe this one will be like, check out what this customer said about us and have our reviews here. And each of these things is made in a specific order to persuade the customer and just answer any objections and questions that they might have. The other bit is we've obviously got the text, so the guys on the text. We're going to send that through. We'll set up an automated text message, basically the same as what we've got here, except the text message is going to say like, hey, don't forget you've got 10% off. You've got that for the next 7 days, right? And then they'll be like, oh, okay, like I have to use this. And then we wait one day again, and then we send them another text, and we'll be like, hey, don't forget, you've got this, just a gentle reminder. The next one we're going to wait, like we don't want to do text messages every single day, so the next one we'll wait like another 4 days maybe, and then send them another text message, just a reminder, you've got your 10% off, it's about to expire soon. And then on the last day, hey, your 10% off will expire today, book in before it's too late. Each of these things here is like, this is to get in and get them to book, this is to get them to book, so is this, you just want them to book. We leave links everywhere to get the customers to book, but basically this is what we're trying to do here. So really simple, we're going to bring them through everything here. They're going to quote themselves, get their own quote, the PDF's going to be sent out to their email, and then all of the follow-up emails just to persuade and introduce them to you guys. And then we're going to have the text messages just to persuade them a little bit further. After they click the booking link here, booking is going to come through, and that's going to take them to another form. That's basically going to have what's your quote number, what's your name, what's the address for the install, do you have a discount code, and do you have preferred dates, right? We don't actually let them book in on the calendar because we know when we're in the area, we might want to group and bundle jobs all in the same area, or we might already have jobs booked and so on and so forth. So we don't want to let them have full control, but basically I have on mine, you can pick, date number 1 and then date number 2 if we can't do that. And then we will actually receive a text. So once they submit this, they'll say, yep, this is the day that I want, blah, blah, blah. This is going to automatically send us a text, which is pretty cool. So this bit here, I'm just going to change color, is going to send through. We will receive a text on the back end. Hey, booking request, here's the quote number, here's the area, and here's their phone number, and here's their name, or something like that. Like just all of the information. Once again, we can go through this in depth, but we're going to receive a text. Then obviously we just jump in, check in our little CRM because our customer's been logged in our CRM. Once they did it, we find their quote number that corresponds here, give them a call, and then we say, yep, we've got this date for you, we'll book you in. So then the customer's going to get booked in, obviously in our calendar. That's where we do that in our scheduling software, and we book them in on the day, whatever. But then in this, we've also got some more automations. So once again, I'm just going to change color. When we book the client in, the email is going to send out saying, hey, thanks for your booking. Here's the date and time with your installer, so on and so forth. We automate all of that. We'll also set up another one to send them an email the day before saying, hey, like reminder for your install. If you need to change, here's the link, so on and so forth. Here's your quote number, just so they have all of the information if they need to change anything. But we've also got the text message going out. So it's going to say, hey, your booking's been confirmed. Here's, thanks so much. Here's the date, blah, blah, blah. Same thing, another text message the day before saying, hey, just a reminder for your install. This will stop people forgetting and all of that. This is basically the full run through of how we get all the way to booking. Once the guys go out on site and they get all the jobs done, obviously in the scheduling software, they're going to click like job started, job complete. Once they click job complete, the customer's going to get another text message and another email. Both of these are going to say, thanks so much. How was your experience? And that's going to have a link for a review. Same thing. Thanks so much. How was your experience? Here's a link for a review, right? The only thing that we have to do now on the back end is send through an invoice. I haven't figured out a way to automate that yet because sometimes we get extras on the job, so on and so forth. So the guys need to add that into the service list. So we just need to make sure that the invoice is right before it gets sent out. So that's not automated, but that's all of the follow-up. We have so much follow-up and so much contact with the customers, but they are very happy because they're in the loop. They know what's going on, and it's less trouble for the customers if they are just aware of everything. So that's basically how we automate the entire process from all the way from quoting all the way to booking in and all of the contact in between to make sure you have the happiest customers, they get the best experience possible in your trade business, and you also convert more customers by doing less. So if you want, there's going to be some more videos around the screen somewhere that will show you how to advertise, how to do all different things. I'm not sure what will pop up for you. It's recommended for you. So something will pop up. If you want to learn how to do this properly and in depth, we have a group. The link is in the description. Click on that. It's completely free. Jump on in there. We're starting a community in there. It's still small at the moment, but we'll build it all out. Click on that link, go in. We'll run you through exactly how to set all of these things up, step by step, in depth, in the programs. We can do it together. I'll see you there.